Hello, it is a momentous occasion. I'm switching planners. So basically I design and print all of my own inserts because of who I am as a person, and I'm out. I ran out of daily pages. So I have to print more anyway. Like, I might as well just switch planners. There's a few options here. I could just switch into a new cover, or I could change sizes completely. For me, because all of my inserts are undated, I can move into whatever I want. So what that is usually just dependent on like which cover I'm feeling like moving into at the time. So because I have that flexibility, my only real requirements are that I'm able to do like 2 1.5 inch wide columns. And honestly, I prefer if it's just a grid. Like, I don't want them to be predetermined, if that makes sense. I really just give me a grid. Just give me a little grid page. So with that in mind, I have a lot of flexibility. So because of these kind of qualifiers, I'm typically in the realm of A6 rings, which this is, or personal rings, which is just like a little bit taller and a little bit skinnier. However, I'm feeling some type of way right now. So let me show you what the contenders were before I get into what won. So this is the big old stack of planners that I pulled from that I was kind of just like feeling. I have one shelf. Honestly, this is like half of the planners on that shelf. But I have one shelf in my bookcase that's just dedicated to covers, and I've had them for a long time. Like, honestly, this is probably going to disappoint people, but I actually don't think you can buy any of the covers I have in this pile. You can get like this one from Naya Paperie is literally like the only company you can currently purchase from in this pile, and she's got leathers like this that are very similar. Wholeheartedly recommend. She does ready to ships all the time. Like, this is one of my favorite. Oh, this isn't even a ring planner. I literally grabbed the notebook, whatever. Either way, I have this cover in personal rings in the same leather, and I just grabbed the wrong one, but doesn't matter because this one didn't win. Spoilers. Also, apologies in advance. I know I sound terrible. I have a cough drop in my mouth right now because it's the only, like, the menthol in it is literally the only thing keeping my sinuses even a little bit clear. The weather in Connecticut went from like 85 to 30 overnight, and like everyone in the state is suffering today because of the change in pressure. So just my sinuses have been terrible. So this video will probably have minimal talking from me, but let me get the explaining done with. So this is what we were moving from, by the way. For reference, we were moving from an A6 Foxy Fix rings. I think this was the Lush leather, and it might have been lilac, but like honestly none of it matters because you cannot buy this anymore. RIP. Fox and Pip bow embossed on the front in white ink. Love it. This is one of my favorite planners. You've seen me use it like all the time. I have my little danglies on there. I'm just trying to switch it up. If we wanted to stay in the A6 rings realm, we have this mint planner, also from Foxy Fix, RIP. But like I said, you can't buy any of these planners. I'm gonna tell you where they're from, but like you cannot purchase them. All of these shops are closed. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I did most of my planner cover purchasing in the olden times, so this is the result of that. We have another Foxy Fix. A6 rings, but this time with a snap closure. This one's a pellestudoi, also closed, A6 rings. I don't know why I'm showing you the inside of these. Super cute. Love the scallops on here because they're the good scallops. If you know, you know. And then we've got personal wide rings. The problem with personal wide rings for me is that when you have, which one is it in? For my purposes as a daily where I specifically want 2 1.5 inch wide columns, it's just like, it's a lot of wasted space to me. It just reads to me like a lot of wasted space here, more than I would like anyway. So it's a possibility, but it's like a little bit bigger than I'm looking for. So this was also a Pellestudoi, the signature scallops. This planner is so lovely. Like, I need to get back into personal wide rings at some point because I love all the covers that I have and I'm not using them right now. I've just been in smaller planners, but I will find a use for these eventually. Every planner has a season. So that leaves us here. This is Foxy Fix Stella. You can see that they're very different colors because they came from different batches, but this is actually my favorite leather of all time. The problems are personal wide rings, which we already discussed, a little bit wide for my use case for this. This is so lovely. This was like a 2022 self-care planner that I made, and it was nice to keep up on, but I'm actually tracking that stuff in my hobo cousin now, so that's why this replaced that. I may honestly move back into that for the next, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see for 2024. But it's just, oh God. I bought this one used. This is not my initial, I don't know. But this is just it's so lovely. Look at this little, just everything about it. So while I cannot use this for daily planning, what do I have? A traveler's notebook. An A6 traveler's notebook. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like I am a cheap person, so a lot of my planner covers were purchased used or like from mystery sales. This homegirl right here, she's custom. I chose those words. I got the Get Cozy on there. I got the little fox and pip bow on the spine. I put the little Baymax Tsum Tsum on here. He's so cute. Chose that little elastic band cover. Just 10 out of 10. Here's the thing though, is that like, I don't know if maybe I'm just not consuming this planner content, but I feel like nobody's in Traveler's notebooks anymore. And if they are, it's very much like the Traveler's Company passport and standard sizes. Maybe a B6. That's just what I'm seeing. And I do have Traveler's brand TNs coming to me. They've both shipped. Very thrilling. I'll update on that in the future. But for now, am I single-handedly bringing back A6 TNs? Who knows? Who knows? But I am going to set this up for dailies because I just simply cannot let this leather go to waste sitting in my shelf. So it's a 4-string Traveler's notebook. I think that's just like the regular size when Foxy Fix existed. They had single strings and then they had one that had like 6 strings or whatever. It was a lot. It was too much. I could never ever use that much. And then it's literally just got secretarial pockets on both sides. So what I am going to do is actually like set this puppy up because I am not one for much deco. I don't know if you've noticed. Bringing back Traveler's notebooks in obscure sizes 2023. So let's do this. I did kind of already behind the scenes assemble the inserts that I need. Like I said, I print and cut all of my own inserts because of who I am as a person. They're just grid. They're literally just grid. Pretty much identical to the A6 Rings dailies. I think it's a scotch wider because I could go all the way to the margin on this, but other than that, identical. And then I did bring up, so before this box ended here, but I just brought it all the way up. That's the only difference. We have a to-do insert. These are not the same size. Something went awry there, but I don't care. I'll fix that for future editions of this. It literally is just like columns with a place to write what the list is, a date, and then a bunch of like, this is really like my version of a brain dump because this is like the bees inside of my head just need me to be listing things and then checking them off when they're either done or like transferred to the place they need to be. So that's my little to-do insert. I have just this regular grid. I just like to have a blank insert in all my planners. This is from Peppermint and Sage Stationery. I bought them because I'm lazy and I didn't want to print them myself, so I didn't. And then I also have craft paper, so I'm gonna pop the staples out of this and then put craft paper covers on both of these because I want to, and because it'll match a little bit better. And then last but not least, as I was agonizing about how I was actually gonna fill out this Traveler's notebook, because I don't know what to do with 4 strings, I'm gonna throw my Stology in there. I am getting back into doing a daily tarot card pull, and this is just where I keep it. We have some goodies to decorate with. I have pulled from the depths. I've pulled them from the depths. These vinyl dashboards. Oh my god. So glad I kept them, right? I did a little poll on my story and I asked which paper pack we should use. And the winner was this one. These were all 3 Happiescrappie paper packs from really old, like I said, this is all gonna be old stuff in this video. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying to use up my stash, okay? So we're gonna use this Happiescrappie paper pack. It's actually really cute. I think it goes really well with the embossing on the front because it says Get Cozy, and the theme of the paper is like lazy day, sloths, pillows, sleep masks, that kind of thing. So I think it works. I do have some other fun little things going on that I'm just gonna breeze over real quick. This just in, I have already bent the cover of this insert. We're just gonna put that back. So I'm going to go ahead and rip the staples out of these, throw some craft covers on it, and then we'll have all of these situated and ready to go. Covers have been cut. Measure twice, cut once, blah, 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 blah. I didn't do that, so I had to recut new pieces of paper. But Let me show you this nifty little stapler I have. This is called a swing stapler, and like, look at that. It's an unassuming stapler, correct? Wrong. Incorrect. It does this. And this is just so you can staple the bindings of things. So I have to stand up to do this to put enough pressure down to get it through, but we're gonna do that. So we have all the functional pieces, we have the inserts, we have the planner itself. I'm gonna pop the yeah, let's put the inserts in first before I figure out dashboards. So Stology is gonna go in the back, and like, I have never personally put Stology on a string, but I've seen people do it, so that's what we're doing. I don't think that I can put a dashboard over this. I might look for a dashboard type cover for it on Amazon at a later date, but it's like not a pressing matter. Actually, dailies are gonna go here because I forgot how annoying it is to take photos of a traveler's notebook. So we are gonna put the cards in our favor, and what we are gonna do is pop that puppy towards the middle of the book so that when you've got your spread open and take a picture of it, you're not having to like pull it's gonna be even, it's gonna be level. This is why I have an engineering degree. Let's do this. It doesn't matter for me for functionality purposes, because if I'm being honest with you, I take the booklet out to write in anything because I have the handwriting of a toddler. So like, as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't really, there's no difference to me. That's looking pretty decent. It feels balanced. I'm gonna try to not use any jump bands in this unless, no, we're just not gonna use any jump bands. I don't have a reason to. I'm not trying to put 400 inserts in here. So what we do have are the happiescrappie papers that people picked on the Instagram stories. I have these vinyl dashboards, blast from the past, so the papers will go in here, and then I am either going to use 2 or 3. Like I said, I'm not going to try to put one around the Stology, and I don't know, I might honestly just put like 1 around those 2 inserts in the front and then 1 in my dailies. I don't know yet. But then I got a fun new toy today. I got this thing. It's a Canon selfie, and it prints square photos that look like these little Polaroids. So this was the first test print I did. It's brisket, obviously. And I really like the photo quality. So I, like every other person who was in the planner community in 2017, 2018, own an HP sprocket. And like, as much as I respect the OG, that's a lie. The OG is a Polaroid, but like for digital photo printers, as much as I respect the OG, those pictures suck. Oh my God. I should not have to edit a photo beyond recognition in order to print out something that looks decent. And like, this is just like from my camera roll. It looks so good. This is only brighter because my phone brightness is up, obviously, but like this looks so good. So I'm excited to use this in my journal. I'm gonna maybe print out a few of these and pop them like in the front of the dashboard kind of thing, you know? So we're gonna do that. All of these papers are double-sided, and I am 100% not afraid to cut them up. So this is what we're doing. We're using our stuff, okay? We use our planner stuff. This shit is like 5 years old at this point. Why am I just hoarding it? So, these 2 papers are the same. Yes, yes. And these 2 papers are the same. What I do like is that they're double-sided, so I can just put it in the dashboard and you still get the decorations on both sides of it because they're clear. So we're just gonna cut one of each, I guess. Because they're already creased, I am just gonna cut them to A6 size, like this. I think for the vellum, that looks really cute. So I might go buy a clear cover for this on Amazon and just come back and do this later. So I'm basically just gonna take the dashboard and like lay it over the sheet until I find a good way that it fits. The only thing that's kind of annoying is that this came creased, and it would be nice to like have this little moon on the cover, you know? But this would be the front, so you would see the crease even more. See, this is the thing. This is the thing. Let's see what the other side has. Just plain. Huh. And it's the same here. Like, you could either get like a crumb. And it's the same here. You could either get a crumb of marble or like this, which honestly doesn't seem like the worst thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut it to this, and then like we're gonna have to, I don't know, RIP the moon. So very technical. See, that doesn't match. I need a different picture of Brisket. Okay, I just picked a different picture of Brisket because this is honestly like the green is just not vibing. I love her, but we're doing this because it kind of fits the cozy theme. She was just like snuggled up in bed. So I did that. I'm gonna send it to print. It's gonna print. And now we have a picture. Voiceover Kate here. So there's probably some context missing because I decided to just speed up all of this footage, but basically I got all 4 of the inserts in there and it wasn't doing it for me. There was overhang in the middle, which if you've ever done a traveler's notebook, you know that the innermost inserts can like stick out the most. So I ended up taking out the grid insert. But of course, first I went through the entire process of cutting this vellum, and I didn't need to do that. You can see I really wanted the little moon to be there, but it wasn't where the crease was, so I just made an ugly sheet of vellum. Basically, like there's a huge crease on the front, and then I had a whole crisis because I was like, what am I gonna do with this? But it doesn't matter because I didn't end up using it anyway. Okay, so maybe I cut that vellum for nothing. We'll see what happens with that, but for now I don't hate it with only the 3 books in it. Plus it'll bulk out a little bit more with stickers and stuff in it. I think I'm gonna keep the 3 inserts in it, but I think what I'm gonna eventually do is put like a little folder or something in this extra string with just a pocket so that I can keep some stickers and maybe some washi samples in here, because I do still like to fill out my dailies when I'm traveling, but I don't like to bring all my stuff with me, so that would be a good use for that. But I think it really is best with the 3 instead of the 4. It just really pushes everything out with the 4th insert. So not gonna use this for now. And honestly, like this is just grid, so I could just use my Stology. And then as far as other deco goes, I personally like to always just throw a sticky note in all of my planners because I like to, this is just how my brain works. So I pulled a few that I thought might work. I think the Bubba one is cute. This was like a freebie for a sale. So what I'm gonna do is use one of the scraps from Perfect. It's the perfect size. I'm gonna cut it down a smidge just so that it's not so tight. But I just take a scrap and I'm gonna run my glue runner at the top of it so that it's attached. As long as there's enough like surface area, you should be fine. And then I'm actually gonna put it in. This is risky business right now. I am gonna put it in the pocket to make sure it's situated, and for sticky notes that come on those like cardboard backing cards, what I've done in the past is literally just cut them so that it fits exactly how I need it to. But this one didn't come with that, so we're good there. Then as far as the rest of the deco, I've brought in kind of these like random pouches of stuff. These are mostly washi cards. I don't feel like putting the washi on it right now, but I think I'm just gonna like pop one in there. And like I said, it's just nice to have something that's easy to pull from when I travel. I try to keep it in like the colors that I typically like to use, so it's like the blues and the purples and whatever. You've seen it. So I'm just gonna pick one that I think goes with the vibe. Probably just this. This is a Simply Gilded washi card. And I'm gonna stick it in the other pocket. For now, I'm gonna go back and put some tape on that later. And then this is literally just like I said, I'm trying to use up my stuff, okay? Like, I have so many die cuts just from everywhere. My SD card was full, so I don't know where that left off, but I'm pulling from my bag of die cuts to kind of just like fill out the deco. I have like 6 of these and I have no idea why. I have pulled a hodgepodge of die cuts. This is actually going to go in the Stology, but I don't want to stick it until I have the cover, so I'm going to put this to the side for now. Everything else I'm just going to kind of place somewhere. The nice thing about craft covers is that I can really just stick shit down. I'm going to throw in a little Coda because she is my favorite. Fun fact, all of my sticker die cuts are like, there's a little bit extra here so you can peel them easily, but you can also just keep them as a die cut if you are afraid to stick, because I know many of us are. You know what, I'm just gonna put the sticker down. I'm doing it. I'm using stickers. Done. Honestly, that's probably good for now. Because I'm not a deco person, so this is like enough for me. But let's do a little... Will it fit is the question. Do I have 800 ancient journaling cards? Yes, I do. Actually. Some of these are very old. Okay, maybe we're pivoting. Does she have even more journaling cards? Yes. Okay, so if I don't find something here that I can like really quickly just chop up and make the appropriate size, I am going to put one of those reusable pockets. Does she have enough journaling cards is the real question. The answer is yes, and I will not be taking any feedback at this time. Okay, I don't particularly love any journaling cards in this pocket, so imagine a little pocket folder going in here. So this is where we're at. It's pretty settled. I do have one final. If I'm gonna bring back traveler's notebooks in obscure sizes, because I'm not claiming to bring back traveler's notebooks. I don't think they went anywhere. I just think maybe A6. If I'm gonna bring them back, we need one thing and one thing only. What is that thing? Clips. Clips. So welcome to this miscellaneous box of garbage. We already have the Baymax dangling from here. I might do a charm on the string and then like a clip for the daily. So look at the amount of dog hair in this bin. Oh my god. The stamp is from Disney World, and it was thrilling to me as an 8-year-old because my entire legal name is Kate. You wouldn't know it, but it's actually very hard to find things with the word Kate on it, let alone a stamp. that you can put on things. So that's a keeper. Why do I only have, oh, I have both of them, but look at these. Look at this. Remember when everyone was in their clip era? Oh my God. So the interesting thing about this planner is that it's like gray, but it has really green undertones. And I feel like I need to be cognizant of that when I'm picking clips because you can see them from the outside. It's not as big of a deal on the inside, obviously, because the gray inner leather is actually like way less green toned. But also once you're in it, it kind of doesn't really matter. I'm thinking maybe the bunny because of who I am as a person. And I think this will be the clip for the daily. Okay, and then for the teal one, I am going to go to the next page in my Stology, clip that down. Clips. Do any other ones work just for the hell of it? Like this one I think is, oh, that could work, but it's like too matchy. This is my problem. We could do purple. It's not my favorite, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna add the purple. Even though it's like not a 100% match, I think it just needs to be done. Perfect. So we have clips, bookmarks, situations, whatever. We have a little decorative dangle on the front. That is it fully decorated, I guess. I'm not used to decorating. Can you tell? Like, truly, it is probably not for me. But yeah, I'm gonna see how much I keep up with this. I did think that if I'm still in this, like when summer finally hits, if I did this kind of theme with like this, that could be really cute because it really goes with the green undertones. So let's do a tour. Let's do a tour of the finished traveler's notebook. This was an ordeal. I am clearly out of practice on such things. I don't think I ever was in practice. When people moved from TNs to rings, I was like, oh, thank God, because I started in a personal rings. Like, I started in one of those little Filofaxes. So that's finished. Well, let's see if we stick with it. I just really love this leather. So if anyone knows of a planner shop, because obviously Foxy Fix very much dead, but if anyone knows a planner shop selling a leather comparable to this, let me know. I will buy it in like every size that I use. Let's just take a quick, let's do a little silent tour because I really don't think that you need me explaining a single additional thing for the rest of the video. So yeah, probably not the most extravagant setup you've ever seen, but it is a setup nonetheless. And now I'm gonna go finish my daily for the day, edit this video, upload it because it is once again Thursday and I am at the last second recording something to go up on Friday. But yeah, let me know if you're still one of those people in an obscure sized traveler's notebook. Like, not a passport, not a standard. You're just doing your own thing. Not even, you know what, I think B6. B6 is still super in use. I feel like I'm always trying to find new planner content on Instagram, but the Discover page is just not showing it to me, or it's showing me like Happy Planner, Bullet Journal, like the very like popular stuff. I want to see more stuff like this. So let me know if you have an account that posts a lot of that, or you have a favorite account that posts Traveler's Notebook stuff. Subscribe if you haven't, because if you've gotten this far in the video and you haven't shut it off yet, what are you doing? And sorry for the 2 overhead shot videos in a row. I promise you'll see my face next week, whether you want to or not. But yeah, hopefully this was at least mildly entertaining and useful for you. Peace.